Hey everybody, Mesmerized here, and it's unboxing day. Yeah, we just got back from Disneyland, and I had this box arrive while we were away, and this is a box, read it there on the stamp, from Mexico. Yeah, I guess they still use stamps in Mexico, and that's an expensive stamp. Yeah, so what's gonna be in the box? I don't even know where to cut into this thing. Well, it should be, as you can see, sitting over there, a practical pig, which is a Disney character. Yeah, all the Mexico character Pez, if you exclude the trucks, are Disney characters, I believe. Maybe there's some controversy about could some non-Disney stuff have come out of the Mexico factory. And yeah, sure, it could have. But as far as I know, the majority of the stuff you find is all Disney Mexico stuff. Oy, oy, okay, fragile. Yeah. Um. So I've already got 3 Mexico pigs in the collection. I got the 2 sitting there. I've got another one somewhere else somewhere. So why did I need another one? Well, the stuff that you tend to get from Mexico doesn't always come in the best condition. It's gonna sometimes be beat up and cracked and chipped and missing parts and faded, sun damaged, and all kinds of stuff. So I don't know. I keep getting these because I see if I can sort of upgrade the ones I have to look a little bit better. Obviously, that guy's missing his hat, but the other one I have has got a hat. Looks pretty good. But I also wanted to sort of clear up a little bit of confusion in the price guide. So I've been getting a few of these just to see if they're all the same color or different colors. But in the price guide, there is an entry for Practical Pig, Disney's Practical Pig, with the Mexico stem. Yeah. But it talks about it being sort of a light brown face versus pink for all the Austria stuff. And sadly, I don't have any of the Austria guys to really compare against, but I do have a bunch of Mexico guys to compare against themselves. Um, so let's take a look at this one too. See if does it look more brown to you, pink to you? And actually, these two over here, one is more brown and one's more pink. But then I have a theory about that. All right, this looks like a pig. Ooh, it's great. And yeah, this pig's going to be beat up and have some melt marks. And don't know that he's chipped. He probably just has some melts or some dirt, maybe a floppy head. We'll soon find out. All right, so here, Practical Pig again, part 4 from Mexico. Yeah, actually, the head is not floppy at all. All right, so that's great. Yeah, he definitely has some melts. Actually, the paint's really pretty darn good. Um, got his hat, which sometimes you won't find. This guy might just need to be cleaned up a little bit. Still, I can feel a little bit of melting, but it's not bad at all. Comparatively for what you usually get, there's no candy in there, so that's good. I think my next Pez is going to show up with a bunch of candy still in it. Yeah, this actually looks pretty darn good. Yeah, but why do you need 4? Well, you need at least 2 practical pigs from Mexico in any of your collections. Of course you do, because you get them on 2 different types of Mexico stems, right? You can either get the ones that just say Hecho in Mexico. It's got the little accent there. Or you get the one that says, let's see if I can get it a little better. There we go. Hecho in Mexico, patent number 141242. So they added the patent number later. So most of the characters I think you can find on both patents. I don't think you can find them all though. That's another video for another day. Um, yeah, so I got the bright light just to look at this guy. I mean the 2 pinks here are a little different. I mean, this guy on the right's a little darker. I wouldn't categorize either of them as particularly brown. And most of the inner parts are pink, but I think they almost start. The left guy inner slide here looks a lot more pink to me than the right guy, but maybe, I don't know. It could be just sun exposure and smoke exposure or heat. Maybe it's just heat exposure over time, sort of Might be changing the colors of these guys a little bit. But brown, I don't know if I'd categorize them quite as light brown. I guess I really got to get an Austria one and compare. But let's look at this one over here, which I've totally broken before. Um, but this guy here on the left, I'd say from the top, he does look a little bit brown or tan. But from the bottom, I don't know if you'll appreciate this, but he is more pink. In fact, he's almost the same pink as this guy here. Pretty darn close. So I think there's some sun. I'm going to pop this guy's head off of here because he's busted anyway. But I don't know if you can really appreciate it, but I'm pretty sure this is sun UV fading on this guy, where the top is pretty tannish and then it fades down to more of a pink looking upwards. So it must have gotten light exposure from the top here. And if you look on the inside, actually, it's actually really pink in there. It's not really tan at all. But again, look at this top and it looks tan. So this guy looks like he just suffered from sun exposure. And I see the similar phenomenon with the inner parts a little bit as well. Maybe it's heat or something else, but the color here, this looks more tan than pink, but all these Mexico parts, they tend to start as pink. Like the button looks more pinker than tanner in there to me. So I don't know if there's really a major different color to this pig versus an Austria pig. I'll have to get one to compare better, but I think most of the Mexicos show up as pink or lightish tan just because of maybe the color changing over time from pink to more of a lightish tan. So if you've got a pink pig from Mexico, you've probably got the right thing, still the right color. Yeah. Anyway, this guy needs a thorough cleaning, the new guy, and then I'll compare him to my other one has Hecho in Mexico. See if he's better or worse, or yeah, if I replace him or just sell him. Who knows? But always fun to get another one. I got that guy pretty darn cheap. Um, yeah, what did I pay for this? I think I got this guy for $11 plus $16 shipping. So actually not bad at all. Shipping from Mexico takes a couple weeks to a month or a little over a month sometimes, but as long as you're patient, it gets there eventually. All right, well, there you go. Practical pigs from Mexico. Are they tan? Are they pink? I definitely have pinkish ones. I think the tan ones maybe a little more just from some of the exposure color, but who knows? Maybe it's still an open question. I'll have to buy another one. Sure, why not? Get out there and collect some Pez from Mexico.